This is Gerald Johan van Was. In this video I will show you how you can blend letter features together and how they then more and more present the word itself, that you can see what is really shining through. And I will use for this the word shine. All things will not shine as bright all the time. That is not shine. Shine is a word which means something specific with some variations inside as well, as you will see in the next slides. When we build up shine, we have resumed here how we understand the letters S, H, I, N and E. And I will translate them quickly as the S is what really comes as an influence at the border. That's how we have understand it. There are some fluctuations there. Something comes in, something comes out. And that's the influence that we try to pinpoint with the letter S. The H is that which is active within one frame of our orientation. This frame is as large as the activity can hold together. The E is all that comes in as the new, let's say, bright idea, as an extra application that we can use, and we can use that everywhere. The N is all that can be used or useful, and we pick it out as the perfect thing that we can use at that moment. The E, the short E, is that what shows its move, its changes, its starting point of time or times. That's more or less the underlying meaning associations of the letters, which I'm not going to explain where they come from, but that's more or less what you can remember, and that's more or less how you can express it, or is as one of the ways that you can understand these letters well. So now we have to blend them, as I said. So you blend them so much that you have the features that are expressed there blending together, and they have a combined feature, blend again, and up until you have the expression of the word. With shine, we have to start blending the S with the EH. So the H we know already. We try to look for what is the active full frame, in which the things that we have, the elements that we have, are active, fully active, from where to where, and within that area is the S active. It's that area. I have that focus, so I will go to that focus where it is most alive as a movement. So, and that combination of H with S will create sh as my starting point. There I have to add the letter E. So where is the E activated? I made it simple. I already showed you the background. It has the same background. The letter E is activated there at that third and last position. But it will be applied and applicable everywhere. There are three positions always in my vision, in our vision of how we see the world in letters and how we give an order to letters when we combine them with space and time. And we have a first category of spatial views, a second category of timings, and the next one is where you will see and have the full context appeared. They are somewhat comparable to what is nearby, which is a bit further away, and what is really very far away. So the E appears at the end of your frame, or your big frame of visions. It's at the end of the faraway values as well, but we have a new value, and we find it through context. This value can be applied to each of these areas. So we know that That's the theory. It says so. It should be active, and it should be possibly activated in each of these frames of orientation, space, time, or the full context. But of course, it's expressed as E. It is, it's written as E. So we have that focus as the main focus. We have that idea. We put it into our contextual frame. And that's the focus where it starts to exist. But of course, I will have to apply to the other areas as well. So it also exists in the other areas, but I focus mainly on my contextual idea. But nevertheless, it is expressed not as I. It's not shin. It is shine, and the I actually refers to the idea that it should be applied and be visualized and be dealt with in all the areas. The A plus Y are like the three kinds of regions. It's the full scope, it's everywhere. We try to see it in all applications, in all variations. It matters everywhere, and we will, and of course through the S, this influence that we have of the idea will shine through all of its regions anyhow. And there it is. When it's influenced by S, it also will have to show its fluctuations. It will not be as strong as an idea, as I had that at the end, everywhere. It just is producing its strength and its own kind of effect and strength of effect built upon the fluctuations of the starting point, which is the S. So we already know that the shining, which we know we're going to have, will have these fluctuations. Now, at what point will we focus? On what kind of result will we put our focus? On the concept or on the results? The next letter, the N, is about results. It's a result of the moment. We pick out the moment that we realize how the results are and if we can use it and how we can use it and so on. The most effective moment will be taken out, and this most effective moment will of course be when the influence of the S fluctuation will be at its largest, and there we will see that it will shine the brightest and it will be most effective. S is about creating effect, so it will be most effective of what we have as an insertion. At that point, it will be the most useful moment. There, the shining will come through at its best, at its most, let's say. But in the background, you still have one extra letter, the letter E, which is not fully pronounced as or E or any of these versions. So it is there, and it is there for a reason. It gives you, at the end of words, you have that more often in English, you have the E at the end. You don't pronounce it, but it gives you a reminder. This is part of E, which is a reference to time. So it is timing. It means that it's part of, in the background, something is still evolving, something is in evolution, and we take out just one moment, the shin, let's say, but we know in the background it's shining through, it has its fluctuations, even though we like the strongest moment to pinpoint, there it is, there it shines through. That's what the value of the shining, where the value of the shining comes through at its best as well. That's how I could explain shine from the letter positions, and these letters as features, they blended very well together so that the also the content of the word shine could shine through. Thanks very much, folks. Bye.